I shouldn't feel this way about seeing my kid. This is the first time that I feel some sort of impending doom when it comes to this supervised visit coming up. Like, it's driving me up a wall. Like, I can't sit still. You know, instead of complaining and moaning about it, why don't you try to figure out how to be a better father? Use this time away from Junior to be all you can be when you do see him. I can't have Miranda win. I'm focused on Junior. It's all I'm thinking about. I'm not gonna... She already divorced me. She's already got me paying child support. I just don't know what to expect, and that's what's killing me. Like, I can't have her win. Sometimes I wonder this about you. You do realize that if you were to get weekend custody, you have your son for 2 days out of the week. He sleeps here, he eats here. You're gonna have to take care of him those 2 days. Do you realize that, right? I really take offense that as my mother, you doubt me like that. That you don't think that I can handle Junior 2 days a week with him staying at my house on the weekends and stuff. Like, yes, I've made my mistakes. Yes, I've had DUIs and all that. But am I not turning my life around? Do I not, like, learn from my mistakes? I haven't drank in a while and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just can't remember the last time you watched him by yourself. And you've changed a lot since you were together with Miranda. Well, there's a first for everything, Ma. And yes, you have. You know, yeah, I watched him plenty of times when Miranda would go grocery shopping and stuff like that. It's no different than me having him on the weekends to myself. Like, I've done it before. So I don't know why you're so skeptical that I can handle him. It's going to be fun for him. He's going to love Daddy's house more than Mommy's house. Well, if you're looking to pass the time or better yourself somehow as a father, wasn't there supposed to be a parent-teacher conference before your supervised visit? Damn, you're right. I totally forgot about that. She never texted me back about it. I did ask her, and I said, like, I wanted to attend. She never got back to me. Well, I don't blame her for this, but she probably knew that you'd forget. That's why I have you here, Ma. As much as you still look at me like a failure as a son, when we work together, you know, it complements each other. Like, you fill in the gaps where I lack sometimes. And, you know, you live here now. When Junior's here on the weekends, it's going to be a whole different ballgame. No, I also have a suggestion that you might find crazy. Yeah, what's that? How about you do things from a genuine place? From a genuine being a father type of person rather than what makes you look good or how you can get back at your ex-wife. Everything that I do for my son, all this custody crap, paying child support, it comes from a genuine place. So I don't know how you can sit there and accuse me of not being genuine or doing it for other motives. Like, I love my son, that's it. Why is that so hard to understand? No, I think that you are bitter that she gave you a divorce and you miss her. So everything you do now is just to get back at her because you know you'll never be together again. And that's a tough pill to swallow because in that way you've lost. You have it all wrong, Ma. Can I ask why you waited so long to tell me that your ex-husband tricked Junior into saying that I hid him? Because I don't know. We were happy. And I didn't want anything to ruin that happiness, let alone my ex-husband who always ruins our happiness. Are you mad at me for that? No, I'm not mad. It's comical to me. Honestly makes me laugh deep down that someone is so demented that he resorts to something like that. That's why I didn't even complain to family court about it, because I realized you were right. Every time he tries to get one over on us, it's like Tweety Bird and Sylvester. He never gets his way. It's just stupidity. Well, let me ask you this. When he told you that Junior said that to him, did you believe him? Oh, the second that Joey brought it up, that Junior said it, I knew it was Joey's plan. I knew he put my son up to it, and that was when I knew the truth. Well, I guess we're getting good at this. I guess when things are thrown our way, we're finally adapting and just kicking its ass. Yeah, honestly, when we've been through what we've been through and as the years go on, I feel like we'll just brush things off a lot easier. You know, let my ex-husband call for a welfare check. We've been through it. We know how that goes, you know? Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I feel like him and his mother, They're like Jason Voorhees. They always come with something else. Something that we haven't prepared for. Well, I mean... Speak of the devil. Let me guess. It's your ex-husband? Yeah. You know the drill. Just pick it up. Hello? Hey Miranda, how you doing? Don't think that I forgot about the parent-teacher conference stuff. Like, I still want to go to that, and you never told me the date. You know, I work, so I need to make arrangements. It's actually at the end of the week. I think either Thursday or Friday. You don't have to answer this question, but can I ask why you didn't tell me? When I did call and I asked you when the parent-teacher conference was, you never got back to me. Sorry, I forgot. It must have slipped my mind. A lot of things slip my mind nowadays. Alright, well, I don't get a kick out of having to talk to you to get to my son. I don't have a kick about going to supervised visits and dealing with all this. But I just think it's a common decency to inform me, the secondary parent, when my son's parent-teacher conference is. I shouldn't have to, like, chase you down for that information. It's just common decency. Alright, I have a lot going on. I think we can all admit that. So, yeah, again, sorry, it slipped my mind. I have a lot going on. Well, let me remind you, you're the one pushing for our custody agreement to go public and all our documents to go public. So when you forget something like that, alright, if I did, everyone would remind me, pointed out, hey, in the custody agreement, you're supposed to remind him this. If you forget, it's the same thing. So there will be no forgetting since this is what you need to have done. I don't know, because when this custody agreement's up and your supervised visits are done, there might not be another custody agreement. Have you ever thought about that? Yeah, well, I wish we already knew. I wish I could do a time jump and experience time the same way your little fans do. Alright, is that all that you called for? Can you please email me the schedule for the parent-teacher conference? That's all I'm really calling you for. Alright, well, don't forget. You're getting a new supervisor when it comes to supervised visits. And? So? I don't care if there's a new supervisor. I do everything by the book. I have nothing to worry about. You can give me anyone. You can give me Sergeant Slaughter. I'd be fine with that. I guess what I'm trying to get at is, just because we're getting a new supervisor, don't you dare show up to the parent-teacher conference without a supervisor. Yeah, I would never show up to a parent-teacher conference without a family court supervisor when they told me to show up with one. So, you can doubt me all you want, but again, I P's and Q's, do everything by the book. Yeah, so, I thought he was going to forget or blow it off, but he's going to be coming to the parent-teacher conference at the end of the week. There'll be a supervisor. See what I'm saying about not knowing what they're going to throw at you next? I didn't mentally prepare for you going to a parent-teacher conference with him. It's frustrating. I want to throw this out there. You're allowed to come. You know, you're his stepdad, and if you feel uncomfortable with me going by myself, I don't want to argue. You can... I'll have to think about it. That's some BS. Apparently, when I go to the parent-teacher conference, they're counting it as one of my supervised visits. How is that fair to me? I mean, that could be a good thing, because now you're at least getting one over with, and it's less waiting. But it's just not fair because, you know, the parent-teacher conference, that's a mandatory thing for my kid. I should be there. It shouldn't be included in my recreational supervised visit time. It's, you see, like, I get screwed so much, and yet that's never the narrative. It's never the narrative that I don't get my way. How is this in favor of me? You know what I'm saying? Alright, well, if I were you, in the position that you're in, with your 2 supervised visits a month, I wouldn't complain, because that might be more than you deserve. I just hate how they bend the rules. I swear, it's so crooked. I swear she's like, I don't know, cheating on her boyfriend with one of these people at the family court, because how is it that I thought I had an extra little time with my son at his school, and yet somehow I get screwed in the end? It always somehow screws me in the end. Well, I've been thinking, and everyone's getting their hopes up that you're going to get custody on the weekends by Thanksgiving, but I honestly think that that agent was just talking out his ass, didn't know what he was talking about, and got your hopes up about it, just for kicks. Ma, why would you say that? Why would you put something like that into the universe? Sometimes I don't know whose side you're on, and that's what bothers me. Because, think logically, Joey. You just appealed and won back your supervised visits. You used to have every weekend. It was reduced to 2 weekends a month. You had a brand new contract put in place. I've never heard of good behavior with a custody agreement. It just sounds like that agent was pulling your leg. You should bite your tongue. Because if I still have supervised visits for months and that guy was just talking out his ass like you say, that's still going to affect you. You're definitely not going to see your grandson on Thanksgiving if I still have supervised visits, okay? We're going to be ordering from Boston markets if there's even any of those still in existence. Hey, is this Alex Wright? The guy who got fired from family court? How'd you get this number? Hell, you can get anyone's phone number offline nowadays. Look, I have a question. I don't mean to bother you. I know I gave you hell. I might have even been the reason why you got fired. But I just need you to be straight with me. That stuff about me potentially getting weekend custody and they looking at my good behavior and changing the custody agreement, were you just like talking out your ass with all that? Or was it true? Do I actually have a shot? I made it all up. It was a lie. You're not getting weekend custody by Thanksgiving. I lied to you. You were with me at every supervised visit. You know, we had conversations man to man. Why would you play with me like that? Why would you make up a lie like that when you're supposed to be professional? I have friends at work, and they told me the rumors that I was going to get fired. I knew I was going to get fired. I had nothing to lose. So I lied to you because I don't like you. Your case got me fired. You know what? I also lied to you because I know you're on a stupid internet show, and I wanted to piss off some Karens who probably got me fired too. Bro, you not only got my hopes up, you got my mom's hopes up. I pictured myself with my son by Thanksgiving. I started buying things for the house for my kid. And now that was all hooey. Now I gotta wait however long till this stupid custody agreement comes to an end. And you got me fired. I've done this job for 15 years. And it was you and your stupid custody case that got me fired. Oh, there were plenty of times where you favored my ex-wife. You know, when the episodes came out and I watched them. You know, like I broke some rules and I watched the show and I seen you acting all nice to her and favoring her. Like, bro, you should have been fired, dude. I had my visitation rights taken away because you gave me 3 strikes. Like, you never favored me. How about this? You were right. That man was just talking out his ass because he knew he was going to get fired. He was messing with me, trying to give me some karma, I guess. And now I'm stuck with the custody agreement I have. Stupid supervised visits. Freaking. Alright, well, why be so negative about it? You still have the remainder of these supervised visits to look forward to. Eventually that's going to end and you're going to get a chance to fight for weekend custody. It's just a longer wait. Oh, I can't do 5 more months of these. I can't count down. Oh, nah. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I ain't doing no countdown. I can't do it, Ma. Well, why don't you do your best to just, again, make the most of your supervised visits. When you go to the parent-teacher conference, be the best that you can be. And that's it. You just have to do your time. Hey, Miranda, I gave it some thought. I'm not going to the parent-teacher conference. Are you sure? Because I don't want you to worry while I'm there. I don't want you to be pacing around the house while me and Joey are at the parent-teacher conference. Look, me not trusting you or me worrying a lot, that's old me. I trust you. I have faith that you can go there, coexist with the man. There'll be a supervisor. I have no reason to worry. I'll stay home with Charlotte. All will be well. Well, a bit of good news. I did some snooping and asked around, and apparently the agent that got fired, he lied to Joey about the weekend custody possibility around Thanksgiving. Joey has to fulfill his supervised visits, and there's no way around it. Oh, wow. Serious? That's good news. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about this for months, and I know Joey, he's not going to be able to keep up with it, so this is all good news. So we worried for nothing. All that panicking and stressing about him taking Junior on the weekends. It's for nothing. Yeah, worried for nothing. It's the story of my life, I'd say. So I guess the only thing we have to worry about now, not even worry, but parent-teacher conference. Well, now that he found this out, I'm sure he's pissed off and he's gonna want to lash out, so maybe you should come with me to the parent-teacher conference just in case he pulls something. We have to trust each other, okay? We love each other, so we should trust each other. I'm sure at the parent-teacher conference, nothing will happen. Yeah, hello? Hello? I know you have a specific type of weapon, license to carry or whatever. Can I borrow it?